Alright, there's two more things that I want to add to your thing before you take your retake. First thing is that if two shapes are similar, so ABC, triangle ABC, is similar to triangle DEF, then that means that the measurements inside are going to be the same. So it doesn't matter how big this shape gets or how small it ends up getting, their measurements are always going to be the same. That being said, that would mean that if angle A is 60 degrees, that would mean that its corresponding angle is the same. So if angle A is 60, then what does that mean about D? That means it's also going to be 60 degrees. And the question it's asking us, then what would be the measurement of F? So if this is the corresponding angle is angle C, then it has the same exact measurements. Okay, so that's something that's pretty cool about similar figures, is that their angles are going to be the same. There are similar figures, but the angle measurements inside each one of them are going to be identical. So, alright, let's go ahead and talk about the second part. The second part, so let's say you have two different shapes and they're similar, and that's what you're told, and you're trying to find this measurement here. So we're going to set it up just like we did those other proportions, but this time we just have to make sure we label our shape. So what corresponds with X? I know this here, okay, on this shape. So these sides correspond, and then these sides correspond. So I'm going to set up a proportion. So I'm going to talk about this corresponding side here, which I'm going to call the height of the triangle. And then I'm going to call this right here the base of the triangle. Okay, so everything that we're talking about right here goes into these boxes right here. So the height of this triangle is X, and the base is 10. Now tell me about this one here. What is the height and the base? The height is 3, and the base is 5. So I'm going to draw an arrow going towards the X, arrow going towards the X. Okay, now if I'm going from 5 to 10, what is my scale factor? What's happening? 5 times what gives me 10? And I know it's times 2. Then what would that mean up here? I'm multiplying by the same scale factor, which is times 2. And 3 times 2 gives me 6. And so 6 feet should be your answer. That would mean that this right here is 6 feet. So you found the missing side.